Alright, so start off this one, still with a fuzzy light behind my head. Let me, if I can. Alright, so, awkward angle. Nate's on his way out, I gotta do some stickers for him, but we need to knock this C-pillar out so I can try to get some paint over this prior to going back to the interior of the car and finish welding it. I got gas, got everything I need. We're just going to finish welding it and get it done. There's not a whole lot left, at least on the back of the car. The front of the car we can't touch yet because obviously all the 1,000,000,000 miles of wire in the dash that are all going to, pretty much all going to go bye-bye, minus the heater wires. So yeah, let's get started on this. Do it today, you're gonna have a windshield banner.
Yeah, I'll be doing it tomorrow afternoon. Before I head down to Arkansas. No way I'm driving down there with that car tomorrow afternoon.
I got bundle. I got bodybuilder on my phone. You know. So everything's going good. We got these little spots drying up. You should be almost dry to knock down. I'm gonna knock them down and just basically shoot filler primer over where I've sanded. This is totally not the finished coat of primer, obviously. I want to make sure everything's filled in, everything's good, so I can do my final block sanding, and then I'll go through and actually shoot a coat of like sealer on it. As for everything else, I got the fender fitted. Now that's as far as the fitment I'm going to go right now. I can get it perfect, there's no point. The fender's going to be all messed with, all chopped on, all beat up to get it to fit the front bumper, so there's no point in me even doing that. I'm not going to do it and then mess it up, because that's what will happen. I'll make it perfect and then I'll mess it up and it won't fit right. So I'll do the final fitment of it when it's done. Same with the passenger side fender, but I gotta wait on the passenger side door to be done. I'm working on it. I'm getting ready to start showing it. It's horrible, but it'll work out good. It'll be perfectly fine. So let me go ahead and knock this down and let's mix up a little bit of filler primer and see if I can even shoot this stuff through the little cheap Harbor Freight gun I bought. Tomorrow 65. Sunday 45. So tomorrow at some point I'm going to have to carry the paint back inside. For the most part this shop will stay relatively good enough chemical-wise, temperature for chemicals and stuff. But I just bought this. I ain't gonna risk it because it's getting now what 45 is a high and a 39 or 38 is a low. It should technically probably be all right, but tomorrow I'll carry the paint in. For this episode, I want to say this has turned out great. Like, that gun doesn't spray for shit. Okay, let me rephrase that. The pattern, the flow, everything is okay. For the way the gun sprays, it's pretty decent. I say decent because this tip is way too small for this. I'm gonna have to find something else, a different solution, a larger tip. But just sit down somewhere. But overall, the pattern was nice. The what flow I could get out of it was nice. It's just, it needs a lot larger tip. I'm getting fine enough coverage, I guess, but I can't really build. I can't throw down a really, really wet coat of it. I tried. Technically I can, but I have to slow down so slow and be so close that that coat's going to be like this. I went ahead and did it anyways. I did that first coat, which was stupid thick, or as thick as I could get it. Second coat the same way. Third coat was just kind of a dust coat. My arm was getting so tired, even my left arm, like you saw me spraying with my left arm, you know, so it's just not gonna work. Base coat, I think it would spray just fine, and I'll probably try the base coat spraying with that. I'm gonna get some reducer, because obviously all the interior area, all the paneling stuff and all that will not need to be high fill. It'll just need to be sealed, and you use this as a sealer too. You just thin it a little bit, but I didn't buy any of the thinner because I wanted to build on it. But again, I'm not going to sit here all day and build on this. There's no point at all spending 2 hours to build on this. Because right now my main objective was to get it all blocked, which we did, and get something that's not going to like protect it against rust. And we did. And we got an AIDS card done. So it's good. Yeah, it's really good. As for anywhere else that rust starts to form, I don't care. It's just all surface rust. And a wire wheel will knock it right down. I'll have some rust converter if the rust is too horrible. Which, right now, there's only that one spot on the other side that the rust is pretty bad on it. Or it was bad. I've got all the rust off, minus, if you look in some of the wrinkles, there's like these little dots. And those dots, I know, my luck, Marina and I will paint this whole car, and like right after we get it on the road, it'll rear its ugly head, and then I'm gonna have to strip the whole thing back down and paint it all again. And well, I could touch-up paint it, but you know what I mean. That's just horrible. I do not want to even deal with that, because I would have to tape off half that side of the car to blend it in, because you can't just grind it down and fix the rust and repaint it, because then paint builds up layers. And then it'll dip down and dip up, and you'll see it. And overall, we accomplished all of our goals for the day. The roof still has a couple of issues with it, I found. And of course, there's a little bit of Bondo hangover on some spots that I didn't even bother knocking down right now. Because when I block it out, I'll knock all that down. I'll make sure these seal areas are nice and real smooth so the rubber seals up against them. Perfect when we put the rubber back in. I don't think I need a new sunroof rubber, but I'll probably buy one anyways. Like, we're going to replace all the rubber on this car. Just because, you're talking what, $100 maybe, probably, maybe a little bit more, to replace all the bad rubber. Some of the rubber just needs to be reconditioned. I think it was the big piece like that sits up in the door. That's in really good condition. It just needs to be cleaned really good and reconditioned. And you can use, there's a bunch of different rubber reconditioned stuff. And I think it'll look just fine. But yeah, I think we had a really good day. I feel really good about today. I didn't get the high build because I was hoping just to high build it so that later on I could come back and just block it. But that's obviously not going to work. I'll have to just hit it with like 120. I'll go ahead and block this just to get an idea of how bad I did on the body work, or how good, I guess. I don't know. My arms are like dead. So tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna go down and do a collaboration episode with another channel down in Arkansas. It's startup channel. There's like no videos yet. And we're gonna do some collaboration, and I'm gonna get him started on all of his fun adventure on his car. So next episode will be really fun, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll hate it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just steal parts off his car and leave. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all on the Nebita episode, the next episode. Have fun with your projects. I'm really enjoying this one. Next time we spray, I'll get Marina out here and make her spray some.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.